babies, welcome in. Come on, sit down, get your little snack, get your drink, get your noodles, get whatever you want, and come sit down and talk with me. So today I'm going to be telling you how I used to be in relationships, and I'm going to tell you where my downfall was dealing with men I knew weren't for me. And I'm going to be super transparent. And if there's anything in here that I do, that you do, I'm here to help you correct it, or for you to see like the light in the problem. Okay? Because baby, you don't have to act in such a manner. Okay? I'm just letting you know. But yeah, if you guys went and got your snacks, come on in, whatever, we'll hit that like and that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. Okay. So I was a loyal girl. Don't get me, well, I am a loyal girl. I am. I'm just single as crap. And quite frankly, I don't plan on being in any type of relationship anytime soon until Mr. Right, wait, wrong hand. Mr. Right come in and sweep me off my feet. Whoever God has for me. Yeah, I don't want another relationship until I run across my husband. Other than that, yeah. But I'm going to tell you how I used to run my relationships. And I'm going to tell you, obviously, y'all are going to look at me and be like, oh, yeah, well, some of y'all already know. But if you find yourself doing any of these things, I need you to know that it's just put it down, give it up, drop it. Okay. Now, this is okay. I've dealt with a lot of toxic men, and I've just became more and more toxic over the years. But I had, because I'm not going to claim it anymore, I had a really obsessive streak. And I was not upset. Like, I was going to figure out all of your business. I was going to know. I'm going to watch your location. I'm going to know. Anything you could do, you could be like, I pay attention to routine. I was a very routine based person. And I'm trying to break myself out of it, because I'm like, okay, every day does not have to look the same, but that's with myself. Now, when I'm dealing with a guy, and when I was dealing with a guy, it was very like, I'm looking at routine, and I know you could talk wrong. I know when the energy is wrong, because obviously I'm an energetic person. But I don't care. Like, I cared about your depressive state and stuff like that. But I automatically wrapped it up to, oh, you're cheating on me. I always thought I was getting cheated on. I probably was. I probably wasn't. But I'm telling you, you obsessing over a person, you need to be obsessing over yourself and Jesus Christ. And that's like the way it formed. Like, it was terrible. Like, the relationship was terrible. I was always on 10. I was always looking for something. I was always trying to know everything. And honestly, that was one of my downfalls. Like, I'm on my partner do one thing wrong, I'm thinking like it's something very extreme, and that goes into my overthinking and my controlling aspect. Now, if you are an obsessive lover, I think that it's time to kind of just step back from the person, or completely step back and to evaluate, hey, is this person even worth it? That's the main thing. You have to be like, is this person even worth the control aspect, me wanting to know everything? And then you have to look at yourself and say, I don't want this. There's no way your relationship is going to flourish. It's just not. It's not, because you're always going to have something in the back of your head saying that something is going on. Okay. My other one is, I was a very jealous lover. I was very jealous overall, and no, it really was only in relationships. And then any jealousy outside of that would be like, oh, dang, how come I can't get that? You know, little stuff. But my jealousy really showed when I was in a relationship. So no, I did not want my partner talking to other females. No, I did not want my partner, nobody looking at my partner. And I mean, I feel like in some cases I have calmed down, because it was like, okay, don't put an expectation on yourself that you cannot keep up with. I was dealing with boys that was, yeah, boys that could not keep up with the expectation that they set on themselves. And so it was like, okay, I'm cool. Like, if you tell me what it is from the beginning, I'm up here with you. I got you. And if you telling me you just can't do that, then baby. But niggas will lie and make it seem like, okay, yeah, like I'm cool with that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. And then their masks fall, and then that's when it's like it really starts feeding. I start feeding into it, and listen, I wasn't one of them where Sally Lou can be talking to my man on the phone and then get on the phone with me. I didn't give a who you was. I don't care. I didn't care. You're not his mama. You're not his auntie. You're not his sister. I don't care. But that is wrong, and I genuinely thought that was something so normal, and it is not normal. It's not normal. I feel like there definitely have, of course, boundaries and things of that nature, and being able to actually trust your partner and knowing that you're with a good man. But regardless, one thing I have learned is if a person's going to cheat, they're going to cheat regardless. You can't stop it. And that's one thing I'm trying to set my mind into, of like, people are going to do what they want. You can't control the narrative. You can't stop anybody from doing anything, because all it's doing is hurting yourself. All I was doing for so long is hurting myself, and I allowed these young men to see such a part of myself, so they could go out and make it seem like, hey, this is crazy. Yeah, like, I mean, I never said I wasn't crazy. That's the point. I feel like my problem is I lay everything out on the table so nobody be shocked. But then that really takes it lets my partner know, like, oh, okay, now I'm really finna test my limits to see how crazy this girl is. Which is wrong. It's dealing with people you shouldn't be dealing with. You should not. If you know you're dealing with someone that could trigger you in all aspects, and then really don't care, it's time to wrap it up. But that's another thing. I dealt with jealousy. I did not want my man talking to nobody else. I didn't care if it was the best friend of 13 years. I didn't care. And honestly, no, let me not say that, because, for example, the only thing in my last relationship, there was this girl, like, me and the dude was mutually cool with, and I had told him, I was like, hey, go just delete everybody you used to talk to, y'all was gonna go somewhere type of way, go delete them. And I saw that he had unadded this girl that me and him was mutual, like, this was supposed to be his best friend. And I was like, why you do that? Like, I was genuinely like, why you do that? So if you ever come across this, I never told him to cut you off. He's a liar. He lied on me. He lied. Anyways, he lied. But he had unadded her, and I was like he was, he's stupid. But I don't know, but that's one thing, because I was like, okay, like, if I'm cool with the girl, and I know, like, it really ain't that, just be honest with me when I ask you. But I feel like he said that he never talked to her or whatever, but that's another thing. If I know that there's really nothing going on, I don't care. But my thing is, there's a lot of females out here that don't care. But that's not right. If you can't trust the man, then leave him alone. I'm trying to think. In control of everything. I wanted to be in control of everything. I don't claim that. I am not a control freak in the name of Jesus anymore. I wanted to control the whole entire relationship. I am the one. I am the man. And I would get mad at niggas for not being manly, but it's like, Markia, you are acting like the man. You aren't allowing this person to be the man. So that's something I learned. My controlness is crazy. Like I said, I'm used to a routine. I'm used to things looking a certain way. And I will completely spaz if my itinerary does not look like that. I can come up here. I can tell you about me. Baby. Yeah. A big control freak. And then when they used to call me controlling, oh, so you think I'm controlling? You think I'm controlling? Yeah, you were. You were, because you were insecure. And if you're controlling because you're insecure. So, like, and I can't even, like, I really can't give you an example because I've been controlling for so long. Like, and it's only, my controlling aspect only comes through when I'm supposed to leave a nigga alone. When I lose grip of that man starts acting crazy, then all of a sudden, instead of leaving like a normal person, I just become controlling because I'm not ready to let go. I got some Vaseline. I don't even need any. But, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so I would try to control the whole entire narrative. Like, and it's not a good thing, especially after a person done cross your boundaries. It's like, girl, just leave. I wasn't ready yet, though. So that was my excuse. And then I used to act like, oh, I'll leave you alone if this and this. But baby, I be lying. I be lying to myself. I was lying to myself too. Because I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. But then it's an ego thing. Y'all, I think we be wrapping our emotions. Like, we get our emotions and our egos confused. And then it ends up clashing together. Okay? Our ego and our emotions are two separate things. And one thing about it, my ego would get so bruised because it's like, dang, like, you really don't mess with me like that, or you're doing something that I don't like, that I told you I don't like. It would bruise my ego. It wasn't hurting my feel. I'm telling you, I didn't realize I was an ego-based person. You bruised my ego. I had to find a way to bruise yours, or I had to find a way to gain control in the situation instead of letting go when God showed me, hey, this is not your person. I was very ego-based. Like, my ego, you bruised my ego, you need to fix it. Anyways, you're not even supposed to have an ego. You're not supposed to be ego-based. You're supposed to be well-grounded in the Lord and trusting in the Lord. And, yeah, like, so even sometimes, like, my feelings wouldn't be hurt until after I sit with it. And first it'll be my ego's bruised, and then it goes into, dang, my feelings are actually hurting. Yay. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else, because I can never sit here and just fully off and say I was a completely bad girlfriend, because no, I wasn't. Okay, I had my ways. No, if you just look though, if you just followed the rules, you would have been fine. I would have kept cooking. You know, listen, I was so manipulative. I was so manipulative. I was very manipulative. And it wasn't, and I expressed this actually to my ex, and I was like, and this isn't me trying to, like, I think he was really the first person of my exes that I admitted to, like, hey, I really actually I am manipulative, and it's because I'm going to treat you a certain way because I want it to be treated like that, or I'm going to try to make you feel bad about something that you should feel bad about. You know, you should feel bad about it, but you just don't. And I'm going to try to manipulate you into feeling bad about it, which is so weird and insecure and sick, because I could have easily just went out and found me Jesus. I was about to say I could have went out and found me a better man, but no, I could have went out and found Jesus a little sooner. But Jesus, I'm here. You're my man. Like, I love you, Father. I love you, Father. I love you. But honestly, I think that really just shows, like, I think I broke that down well about, like, my toxic traits in my relationships. But other than that, you know, I was great. I was great. I could cook for you. I hold you while you cry. You know, I'm great. I'm a great best friend. Roll your blunts. You know, I was tea. Clean up your room, help you clean up, put on that church music. I was great. Other than that, you know, but you definitely had to go off of something with me, and then I used to try to instill it that it was normal when it wasn't. But it was just, it didn't come out until after a person showed me that they were not my person, and I wanted them to be my person. But if you deal with any of these things, I want you to undo them. I want you to pray about it. I want you to ask yourself, why are you doing this? And it could just be one of these things. Ask yourself why you're doing it. Ask yourself why you're doing it, why you're letting someone have this kind of effect on your emotions. Is it really your emotions, or is it your ego? Which one is it? Do you really love this person, or do you want to be loved? Are you manipulating this person because you have no sense of love and reality in your life? Are you bored? Are you looking for love that you can't give yourself? These are questions you need to ask yourself. If you do, if you can relate to anything that I just said. But I love you guys, and that's all I have for you today. So you guys have an amazing day, amazing night, whenever this be posted. I love you. Jesus Jesus loves you so much more. So yeah.